So did. It's the 441 Martians, peace, love, and all that goodness. How y'all living? Y'all loving life? I just looked down at my watch, and it's a new moon. Yeah, I don't always keep up with the exact moon cycles. I'm bad with it because life be lifing, but the moon cycles, if you know anything about those, they're important to keep up with the repetitive nature of it. And I'm a moon dominant person. The wind is doing it today. What's happening, wind? How y'all living? Y'all going against the grain with me today. But anyway, the moon cycles, they are repetitive nature. So we're looking at a new moon. Western astrology, you got Gemini, Vedic association, you have Taurus. So let's kind of go over both. Let's cover all bases. Let's start in the beginning because Taurus is first. And Taurus, new moon, is asking you to put yourself first. Put the self-pleasure first. And you're not going to exceed the indulgence, but you're going to satisfy that pleasure of self, because pleasure is kind of what makes the world go round. If you don't find pleasure in things and the desires to chase or, find certain things, you begin to misappropriate the way that you live because you're kind of just living in lost energy. So when calibrating the new moon energy and a Taurus new moon, you're enveloping a security of emotional self as well. So with that pleasure and the desire, you have to have a security of your emotional self, because if your emotions are out of tap or out of balance, those desires, they run rampant, like a wild bull. So you have to stay on target, on focus with the preceding target. You have a focus, those two horns, they're leading, your head is down, you're not even looking, you got tunnel vision, you're going straight on for the target because you already locked in, engaged it before you even move. So that's the Taurus new moon energy. So you're looking to calibrate which way to go. You feel me? So if we're dealing with Western astrology, because I like to use both to kind of calibrate myself. So looking at the Gemini new moon, it's a little more advanced energy. You're now past the self-pleasure state, and now you are collaborating with others. You are seeking opportunity to network with others. You're giving your social mechanisms the actual mechanics to do its job. The social ordinance is always, is speaking to how you're going to connect here, how you're going to express the way that you see your perspective, and how you're going to integrate other people's perspectives all in one house. You feel me? So with the new moon in Gemini, you're going to be enveloping those skills. So put a WD-40 on them gears. If you ain't been social in a while, if you've been in hermit mode, it's time to get out there, hang out, start speaking to others, seeing what the world has for you, because other people's perspectives are important, not just your perspective, because the more perspective you gain, the better view you have on the perception. The perception is important to view from all angles, because if you look at the stop sign from the front, it says stop, it's bright and red, but if you see it from the back, it's just a gray sign. So they mean totally two different things, but in the full awareness of it, it's a stop sign, and you utilize it by stopping when you see the red side. But just simple new moon tricks are thankfulness, forgiveness, appreciation, gratitude, all these different things envelop a good concoction of new moon and full moon energy. More letting go in the full moon, and in this new moon, you're embracing new opportunities, new movements, and new scenarios that you can produce through the next 15-day cycle, because in 15 days you have a full moon, and the things that you have created, started in this new moon, they will begin to show face in this next new moon cycle, or full moon, or it may be in another full moon cycle, depending on what layer and what level your manifestation is. Sometimes it takes 15 days, sometimes it takes 15 years. So the cycles, nonetheless, they're all the same, but you have to exist and operate in them within that mindset of repetition. Consistency is repetition, and the ability to harness the balance and the emotional awareness. Taurus new moon, emotional awareness, pleasure, seeking, and lead with one's foot before the other. Gemini new moon is the social awareness and the social apparatus to integrate other perspectives so that you can see a clear perception with that mind's eye. That's why you have a third eye, because your two eyes, sometimes they have illusion all through. So with that being said, family, peace, love, and all that goodness, y'all. One.